Captain Baines has taken his time, isn't he?
Had a face like a fiddle since he heard you'd taken on a passenger, sir.
Oh, she'll have her orders to stay out of our way. What's your noise, lad?
Captain O'Neill.
Ma'am?
I am Margarita Juarez. I think my agent arranged for me to travel with you.
I trust he told you that this is a cargo, not a passenger ship.
Yes, he did.
Shall I show the lady to her quarters, sir?
No, you get back there and give Captain Baines a hand.
Damn your eyes! Let her go!
And tell him to mind his language, will you?
I was told you'd be sailing immediately, Captain O'Neill.
As soon as Captain Baines has secured his personal cargo.
I have no time to waste.
Oh, neither have I. Your cabin is next to the saloon. Would you like to follow me?
I'll stay on deck for the moment. Thank you.
As you wish, yes.
Take care, Captain Baines. I don't want my deck marked by that thing. Here. Morgan's cannon. You'll never see another like her, Tom.
Morgan's cannon? If I had a penny for every one of Morgan's cannons, I'd be retired.
This one's guaranteed certified.
Oh, just get it stored, will you? I've been a patient passenger.
So I see.
With half the hold empty, we can't afford to be choosy. Let's just get underway, shall we?
No sense of history. There's no romance in it.
Oh, I don't know, Master.
Bad business. Women aboard.
Just cargo. That's what Captain Eden said.
You wipe that grin off your face, lad, and show her below. And tell Bill Turner I want it. An old Navy gunner like him will know the value of this cannon and he'll store right. All hands, stand by to make sail!
I'd like a word, if you can spare the time, Mr. Dunwoody.
I'm here, Mr. Dawkins.
This, Mr. Dunwoody, is a cable.
Oh, I can see what it is. If you stop waving it about, I may even be able to read it.
Mr. O'Neill was in Louisiana, you knew that.
I did. I failed to see...
With cargo to load at New Orleans.
Ah, yes.
He was forced to sail half empty. You know why, of course.
When we amalgamated the offices, it was agreed that we should cooperate.
Cooperate? To take cargo from under our damn noses? And you call that cooperation, Mr. Dunwoody?
Fraser's had a ship there. The cargo was waiting and dock charges were mounting up. I did the Oneida line a favour.
You know how much my master wants full cargo since that damn ransom business. You knew he needed that cargo and you filched it from us. And not so much as a word. Not even to me.
I've never had to ask permission from Mr. O'Neidon's chief clerk before, and I'm not about to start now.
I see. Well, I wonder what Lady Fogarty will think of this.
I suggest, Mr. Dawkins, that you should keep your nose out of Fraser business. I am general manager of the Fraser line, and I have her ladyship's confidence. So, I suggest you try to raise a cargo for Mr. O'Neidon in South America. It is what you are paid for, after all.
I hope I am not interrupting, Captain.
No, ma'am.
Oh, please, don't stop your work.
I trust the cabin is to your liking.
You're not used to carrying passengers, Captain O'Neill.
We carry any cargo, ma'am. I mean, I didn't...
So I'm as much cargo as Captain Baines' cannon, though probably not quite as valuable.
Cannon's a fake. Fool and his money.
Excuse me?
Oh, it's an English saying. Fool and his money are easily parted.
I see.
The agent Said you were in a devil of a hurry, otherwise he didn't tell me very much about you.
He assured me that you were reliable and that you would make the best possible speed. Do this, and I will make sure my father pays you well.
Oh, no need. I made sure the agent paid me before I took you on board.
You think my father is not honest? He would cheat you.
Well, I don't know your father. There was no offense intended.
He is President Juarez of Gallardo. We are very close.
Well, then he's very lucky. My experience, daughters take a poor view of their fathers, Mom.
Mom, Margarita is easier, I think, Captain. And if we have to travel together...
Well, if you'll forgive me.
You live up to the English reputation.
Indeed.
Stiff back, formal. So if you wish, I will continue to call you Captain O'Needin.
James. James O'Needin will do.
Captain O'Needin? Oh, sorry, Gov, I didn't realise.
Well, what is it, Tom?
Cannon security.
And the forward hold?
No, Turner's just finished chucking her off on deck.
What?
Is your master always so abrupt?
Don't know what you mean, Mrs. Excuse me.
Keep her closer to the wind, helmsman.
Baines! Where is it? What is that pig iron doing on my deck?
That's a proper place for Morgan's cannon, that is. Besides, she's a fine sight there. She's safe enough, she's well chocked.
Better than a piano, I suppose.
How far did we sail yesterday, Tom?
What?
I'm writing my journal. I need to know how far.
Oh, I see. Yesterday it was 152 miles. Hey, do you write that for fun, Mrs?
Of course. Don't you find what you're doing fun?
Hey, no, I'm doing this as Captain Baines says I must. Got navigation, trigonometry, law, there's all sorts of stuff.
You must be very clever.
Yeah. I'll be a mate by the time I'm 18, and I'll have my master's ticket before I'm 21. Maybe.
You'd better get on then. I would hate to slow your progress.
No, I'm done for the time being, Mrs. I'm on the next watch.
Tell me something. Are you related to Captain Baines or Captain O'Needin?
No.
I had noticed they do not treat you like the other sailors. Then why do they take such an interest in you?
Well, I'm apprenticed. They've got the reasons, I suppose.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to pry.
It's all right, you can ask me anything. Captain Baines may not like a woman aboard, but I'm not bothered.
Thank you. Captain O'Needin said something about a daughter. Does he have other children?
That daughter's enough, I'd say.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Caused him a lot of grief, she has. Not like his missus. Still.
Tell me about her, Tom.
She died.
You liked her?
Yeah, she was straight with me. She sort of cared, and she took her time to help people. It was kids, mostly. She ran a home for them. She fed them. Gave them a bit of loving, I suppose.
She sounds remarkable.
Yeah. She was a great lady. I don't want to talk about her no more.
No, of course. Thank you, Tom.
I'll tell you something else, Mrs. Look, my master may be what you called him, abrupt. Maybe you ain't used to it. But remember, his missus died just 8 months ago, so don't take it personally.
Tom? Finished yet? Right, let's see your answers. Right. You get topside. Take a sight. I want to know exactly where we are. Off you go. Careful with that.
We were talking. Do you object?
He's got work to do. I don't want him distracted.
He said he had finished.
Would you care for a glass of wine?
Thank you. You are a most difficult man to talk to. Oh, I know I'm here as cargo and no more. But I've endured 5 days with hardly a civil word. Suspicion from Captain Baines, and you ignore me. I'm not complaining, but it does make this voyage a little tedious.
I see. So you find me rude and Captain Baines suspicious. Well, happen, that's our nature.
It's your damned English stiff-backed stubbornness, sir. And happen you have reason for it.
What exactly do you mean?
A daughter who has caused you pain, and a wife not long dead.
Ma'am, I suggest you leave that subject alone.
I see no need for you to take on so.
You come here at a time like this talking of investing money. You've the same lack of sensitivity that your father had.
I merely sought to practice what Uncle James is always on about, keeping it in the family. Had a word with Dunwoody while you were keeping me waiting. He seemed to think that with a bit of cheese paring here and there we
He
could...
seems to think. Dunwoody, if you please.
Really no need for all this. We're only passing the time of day.
Close the door, Dunwoody. Thank you. I'm told you and Mr. O'Needin have been discussing the business he's thinking of starting in America.
Well, we did have a few words, my lady, yes. I pointed out that he'd need 2 very large warehouses on the other side to house both imports and exports.
The warehouses aren't important, though. They can wait.
As far as I'm concerned, they can wait forever. You said something about cheese paring, did you not, Mr. Dunwoody?
Oh, concerning our freight rates, my lady. Well, a contract to carry all the cargo between America and Liverpool for such an enterprise
Is that what
could be...
you're offering? For an investment of capital, we get the contract to carry all your cargo?
I would have thought that was quite clear. Implicit in the suggestion. Mr. Dunwoody, I'm sure you must have a great deal to do in your office. So, thank you for your help.
There is one other thing, my lady.
Yes, well, I'm sure I can wait, Mr. Dunwoody, because my aunt and I have a great deal to discuss.
Tell us about this other thing, Mr. Dunwoody.
Well, it's simply that Mr. Samuel did mention that if we didn't invest, he'd have to go to Parker's for investment, and naturally he'd be obliged to offer them the cargo contract.
I see. Thank you.
Lady, Mr. O'Needin.
Aunt Elizabeth, I didn't mean it to sound
Like
quite as...
blackmail?
I'm offering you an opportunity to invest money
You
in
know
a...
perfectly well I have no spare cash. I went into debt finding the ransom for your uncle. And scant thanks I got for it.
Well, I put up the money as well.
I and had the gall to charge interest.
Aunt Elizabeth, if you can't invest in my American scheme, then unfortunately I shall just have to approach someone else, won't I?
I see. So knowing I have no spare cash, you offer it to me first so that you can go off to Parker's with a clear conscience.
Well, a merchant must take his chances where he may.
Merchant? You're nowt but a jumped-up shopkeeper.
Good day, Aunt.
Damn him.
In my country, a woman is expected to say very little.
Good.
I am not like these women, and I will not be told to keep silent to please any man. You know, you can't live forever on memories of love and with anger in your heart because you think you failed.
Failed?
Do you feel angry because you think you are the only one who suffers, who feels guilty, who feels the loss? Tom feels it for her too, you know.
Well, he never said it to me.
You'd have warned him off, guarding your loss like a dog at its meat.
Well, I apologize. I can't say any more, can I?
Tell me of yourself.
I'm 47 years old. I'm a sailor out of Liverpool. I have a difficult daughter. I have some ships, few friends, and a cold house to come home to. Not much at my age, is it? Don't laugh at me, woman.
My father always said to me, a simple, honest man is worth 1,000 clever, dishonest ones.
Billing and cooing, now they are. You seen them, Master?
I've seen nothing, heard nothing, and you do well to say nothing.
Mrs. Letty not even cold in the ground. It's not right, is it, Captain Baines, sir?
I've told you before, mind your business and hold your tongue.
Well, is it right, though, eh?
Keep her on course.
Well, is it?
What you and I think don't make a gob of difference. He'll do just what he wants.
Or get led by the nose.
You know, young Tom, sometimes I think you've got an old head on your shoulders. Keep her on the calls.
Fine morning, Baines.
Well, set fair, that's something.
Oh, come on, man. You haven't cracked your face since we left Barbados.
Well, I got things on my mind. I mean, return cargoes, for one thing.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't need one if Fraser's hadn't stolen ours at New Orleans. Oh, wait till I get my hands on that Dunwoody.
Here, that Greek, Gavin, whatever his name is.
Gavrilidis. He's a good agent. Stop worrying.
Well, someone has to.
Mr. Dawkins!
Makepeace? What the devil do you mean, barging into the Fraser offices like this?
It's not the Frasers we've come to see. Mr. O'Neidin will speak with him.
You'll do no such thing.
Do you work for him?
I do not.
Then happen to want to say no for himself.
Well, it so happens he's in the Caribbean. But even if he were here, he'd not want to be bothered with the likes of you, Makepeace.
Look, there's no need to take that tone. I never caused you no trouble, nor Clem here. We come to see Mr. O'Neidin on account his late wife was help to some kids. That's all.
And no concern of Captain O'Neidin's, I assure you, so on your way.
My brother, Mr. Dunwoody, has every intention of keeping that children's home open in memory of his wife. Why did you wish to see Mr. O'Neidin?
Ma'am, we've kids. I've 3. Clem here has 4. They're yelling for food and there's none in house. We've got wives going near mad with it.
Then I suggest you find some work.
Oh, aye. Fine words with men being laid off right, left and centre.
That'll do, Makepeace. I can deal with this, my lady.
I will deal with it, if you please.
My wife begged me not to come here.
Why on earth shouldn't you ask for help?
She said if I came here begging, then I wasn't a man. Not in her eyes. But I just can't stand to hear kids crying no more.
Who laid you off?
You did. Or rather, he did.
Find them something, Mr. Dunwoody. Sign them back on.
But, my lady...
Mrs. You'll not regret.
I hope not. Yard gates tomorrow morning first thing and you'll be signed on. Mr. Dunwoody will see to it.
Hi, you're right. I did dream of what I was going to do once.
Let me guess. You were going to build an empire. White colonnades on a country house, a park, ships in the harbour, a whole fleet of sailing ships. Well, you did most of it, didn't you?
I did some of it, aye. Our father was a ship's chandler, but he left everything to me brother Robert. I worked myself up to captain. Aye, I did nearly build an empire. And then I lost it. Now I'm building it again.
It's something.
It's not enough. I've got responsibilities. Men to keep in work, ships to maintain, cargoes to find. Letty never really wanted to share that part with me. Well, no. The truth is, I never asked her to share it with me. My wife died 8 months since, and I've never spoken of it till now. Not to anyone.
When both my husband and son died, I could not talk. But then there was work to do. Work for my father, for the people of our country. My father says that dreams and wishes are like plants. You water a plant, and it will grow. You forget to water, and it may die. Or it may just stop growing for a time. Then when water comes, it will flower again.
Go on.
My father says it just needs the right person for the dreams to come alive again.
Do you believe all that?
I believe there is one dream stronger than any. The dream between a man and a woman.
Captain Baines says you left a plate of stew for me. Dunwoody. Why did I have to learn this from the newspapers?
I beg your pardon, my lady.
More men thrown out of work, and it specifically mentions the Fogarty yards here and here. Why did I know nothing about it?
I didn't wish to bother you. I thought that...
I know what you thought, that I've given you carte blanche. Well, I can assure you that I do not like answering the impertinent questions of journalists from the yellow presses when I don't even know the facts of the matter.
I see. I'm sorry.
In future, let our policy be something we can present with some pride to the outside world. I'm well aware we may have to lay off some men.
Oh, we do, my lady. But if you insist on taking them on again, as you did last week, well, that completely weakens my position. I had a dozen of them round here that morning asking for their jobs back.
Oh, I see. You're asking me not to interfere, is that it?
Well, in a way, yes, my lady.
Mr. Dunwoody, until you have a majority shareholding in this company, I should, if I were you, do as you are asked. Lay off single men first, then those who are married but have no children. Those with children will be the last to go. That, Mr. Dunwoody, is Fraser Line policy. I trust that is now understood by you, as well as by that journalist I faced this morning as I left home. A beautiful day it is, Mr. Dawkins.
Well, he niffs a bit, missus.
It's good to be home.
Yeah. I always think that. Then after a couple of days, I just want to get back to sea again. Cooped up ashore's not good.
It seems very quiet. There are so few people.
Tom? You seen Captain Baines?
Taking on men to unload to.
Ah. Well, tell him I've gone into the town to see Gavrilides.
Bye, missus.
Bye, Tom.
Good luck.
So, you're ready to go?
Yes, James.
We shall miss you.
I'm sorry the voyage is finished.
So you've, got everything?
I will send men to collect my baggage later.
And all be ready and waiting?
Thank you for the voyage. I hope I haven't been too much trouble.
No trouble.
I think Captain Baines would not agree with you. Perhaps you will come to my father's house. He would enjoy meeting with you. And I would like to see you again.
Pleasant journey.
Pleasant enough, Gavrilides.
I trust you found our president's daughter an interesting companion.
How did you know about her?
If you were a trader in these parts, you would make it your business to know everything before everyone else. Or you'd end up with a cutthroat or worse, an empty safe. Did she say why she comes back?
To see her father.
Enough sugar.
Why? Is it important? Oh, now, come on. I've known you a long time.
Maybe later, old friend. Just for now. Don't unload your cargo.
Too late. Already on the quayside.
And get it back aboard. No one's paying for it here.
Nobody's what? Oh, now, come on. You said cash. Cash on the nail.
If I can't get cash from the merchant, how can I give you cash?
You just tell him I want my money.
You've met the president's daughter. He had a wife, God bless her soul. And the wife had a brother, and that one is the merchant who's got your money.
I don't give a damn who it is.
Look, be a good chap. Take your cargo and quietly sail away from Guyana. It would be the wisest. Believe an old friend.
I've never yet taken a cargo back on board, and I'm not about to start now.
James, there is a problem here.
What problem?
Don't stir the pot. You stay in business here by keeping quiet. People leave a poor Greek alone to turn a penny that way.
You expect me to leave a cargo back there that's not paid for?
Now listen, if you sail this afternoon, I give you a package to take. Something of value and of profit to
No, you listen to me. I'm owed money, and I want paying before I go anywhere.
reload. There isn't a damn stevedore in sight. They unloaded, took their pay and went.
I've a cargo on that dockside. Now, somebody's got to pay for it.
Oh, who?
The merchant. He's got a brother-in-law, a President Juarez. So, I start at the top.
Captain O'Neill? I'm Juarez. My daughter said that you might call.
Aye. Well, I'm here.
I wish I could be pleased you brought her back.
Well, actually, sir, I came here to see you about one of your other relatives.
Oh?
Your brother-in-law. He owes me money. There's a cargo on the dockside not paid for.
Please, sit down. Will you have a cool drink?
Oh, thank you. I thought maybe you could point out to him his forgetfulness. Put some pressure to bear on him.
Not on him. Not now. No.
What do you mean, not now?
I have very little time. There is going to be an attempt to overthrow my regime. I sent my daughter away because I knew of it.
Did you tell her?
Would she have gone had she known?
No.
My brother-in-law is ambitious and ruthless.
Ah, well, that's none of my business. I'm a sailor, not a politician. I really don't want to get involved.
You already are involved. If they're successful, they'll find a convenient wall for me and possibly for her. Your ship will be impounded. They will say you must be involved if you brought my daughter back. So I want you to take her away.
Oh, well, she's made her choice.
Do you have children?
I have a daughter.
We fathers have two loyalties. One to our country, the other to our child. Our blood. Which is the stronger?
Well, I'm the wrong person to answer that.
If you love your daughter, sir, you will understand what Margarita means to me. She chose to come back to be with me. The road to the White Wall at noon is not one she should walk.
James.
You didn't tell me, did you? I have a ship and crew in that harbour. A cargo not paid for. Now I find I'm in the middle of a revolution. Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know, James.
Why were you in such a hurry to get home?
There have been times like this before.
He wants me to take you away.
Does he?
He wants me to persuade you.
Please, don't try, James. I'm not afraid to stay. My father needs me with him.
Margarita, you are in great danger.
You think I'm afraid of danger? I will tell you something. I was married when I was 18. When my husband and child were killed in the last revolution, I carried them through the jungle. I wanted them to be buried properly by a priest. So do not warn me to be afraid of danger, James O'Neill. I know what I am doing.
You lead 20 men and me into danger without so much as a word of warning, and you have the gall to tell me you know what you're doing. Maybe you knew all along. Well, now I've got to find a way out for my men. Not see them rot in some jail.
James, I'm sorry.
So am I.
What do you think?
Been underwater for years.
Well, of course it has, but could he be one of his? Morgan's?
Wow. I seen some cannons, Captain, but never one as old and rusted as this before. See, year and year, all out away with rust, and inside the barrel,
But is it old enough?
I wouldn't like to fire it, Captain, and that's a fact.
No one's asking you to fire it, but could it be old enough to be Morgan's?
Maybe. Could be. Yeah?
Ahoy, below! There's some soldiers down by the steps, Captain Baines.
Aye. Meadows, Adams, Baker, look lively there. Boston, Harkin, bring in that gangplank. Keep watching, Tom.
Meadows! Baker! Get that gangplank out for Captain Anidi!
There is nothing there. Not a penny. Wait. Look. Nothing at all.
Would you leave her, Baines, knowing she'd be shot? If she's lucky?
Was her choice? She must have known what she was coming back to.
She told me she didn't know.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Well, I don't want her shot, whatever the truth.
Well, I don't like women aboard ship, and that woman is damn stubborn.
She's brave, more like.
Sometimes not much to choose between the two, Tom. Right then. We keep a man up aloft. 2 extra men on watch. Get the ship ready for sailing. Only so's nothing shows from ashore.
Why wait? 5 minutes, we can upsail, cut and go.
Because I want to find something out first, Baines. I'm going into the town at first light.
He's going to get himself killed. But can't you tell him, Master? I mean, he's not going back there to get the cash row, no, is he?
That's none of your business, boy.
He's going for that woman. You know he is.
What I know and what I talk about, Tom, are two different things.
Captain Baines! There's someone coming across the quay!
Captain Eden, there's a man coming to the quayside.
Yeah, Captain Baines can deal with it.
Aye, sir.
Tom, I've got some work for you. You can refuse if you want to.
Go with you, sir? Yeah, I'll come.
I must speak to him. I must.
This man insists on speaking to you, sir. I'm trying to tell him.
You're mad. You should have left by now. The rebels took over at 3 in the morning. They already came to my place and smashed it up. I tell you, you must leave.
Where's the president?
In his house, but the rebels will soon take over the house, him and his daughter. It's too late to do anything for them now. So, I have something for you to sell for me when you get back. Emeralds. Put the money in an English bank. You can have 15%, but only if you sell now.
I'll go when I'm good and ready. Anyway, if you want to send these emeralds, you have no choice but to use my ship. Now, how about you?
I shall survive once they are sure I've got nothing of value.
I think you'd survive anywhere, Petros.
I hope so. Now listen, James. They will stop all ships entering and leaving by midday. It's happened before. So have about 3 hours to make up your mind and go.
I'll go when I'm ready.
By this evening, they will have executed the president. They will make a public show of it. They will tell people he's been cheating them for years.
Is it true?
I don't know if it's true or not. That's his business and God's now. Look, go now, please.
No, I'm going ashore first. Captain Baines? 12 noon sharp, you cut loose the ship. You then take her out to sea.
Right.
You then sail her home.
Right.
You should have gone with him, my dear.
No.
My guards will save their own skin when the time comes. It's only natural.
Looks like we're too late.
Come on.
Soon they will come for us.
You have a minute to make up your mind. Either you stay here or you come with me.
We can't.
I'm talking to the president.
Father, don't listen to him, please. I will stay.
I cannot go, Oneida.
Hypocrite. My blood. Our children. You didn't mean a word of it. Well, you might want to be a martyr, but what about her? Save her. She won't go without you. What is your decision? She could be dead by noon.
The president can escape, and that my brother-in-law has offered 10,000 ducats for anyone who can find him dead or alive.
One minute. Ready with the axe. Get the headsails on! Let the wind take her, helmsman!
soon be out of range.
Hard to starboard, Houndsman!
She's pointing about. She's seen us.
Change course, Tom. Hey?
They hadn't have you blown at Kingdom Come.
We gotta do something about it. Turner, will that cannon of mine fire?
That's all. Barrel's still rusted up.
I know that, man, but will it fire?
Aye. Damn it, Captain, that could be one of Morgan's cannons. You wouldn't miss it.
Look, we've got to take a chance. I mean, if we don't put that cannon out of action, he's gonna blow Captain Eden right out of the water.
Chance it, sir. Let's go get some powder.
Change course again. Right, change course, Tom.
I got him. Now there.
Got him.
Did you hit him?
Old Navy gunner me, sir. Does not further this, lest every man's eye. Do me so, sir.
Cut that a bit fine. Who?
Turner. Old Navy man. And I told him to fire that cannon.
Nay, leave him be. He's best left alone. Your father, he was a brave man. And honest.
Yes.
What'll you do now?
You will have to decide that, James. I'm too tired.
We'll go home.